that I drive a project called Champion South Africa, and the goal of that project is to build South Africa into a champion nation, and we do that by trying to find the champion people who actively champion the country. That's an interesting word. It's a definition of excellence, being a champion, but it's also an action, right? So, who are the people that are championing South Africa in some way or the other? Yunus Jasat is one of them. Is the founder of the Fountain of Inspirations, and I understand that they do some great work around providing medical equipment supplies to those in need around the Gauteng region. So let's find out more about how Yunus Jasat and his colleagues champions South Africa. Yunus, appreciate your time. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And assalamu alaikum to your listeners out there, and Ramadan Kareem to all of them, and hope they're having a great Ramadan.
So far, alhamdulillah, thank you for that. And yeah, it's like 10 days, so it's certainly going pretty well and pretty quickly indeed so far. Tell me about what you do. I mean, I see medical equipment, so practically, what is it that you do?
Okay, Brother Ashraf, Jazakallah for the kind words. It takes us a long way. It motivates us to continue to doing this kind of work. So let me explain to you. In terms of our organization, I'm one of the founding members. I'm currently just unofficial PRO for the organization. My name is Yunus Jasat, as you mentioned. The name of the organization is Fountain of Inspiration. We are based in Malaysia with a Malaysia-based organization. We are registered as the NTC and the NTO organization, and our core focus is to assist people within our communities with medical equipment for home care use. All right. So with medical equipment, we refer to wheelchairs, walkers, crutches, shower chairs, bath chairs, commodes, hospital beds, slip stands, rattle mattresses, oxygen units, etc. That's our core focus. We basically serve humanity at large. So we don't discriminate whether you are a Muslim or not Muslim, you white or black or blue or whatever. Our is to humanity at large. It is.
And when did this start, and how did you people decide, like, let's do this?
All right. So like I explained to you, we are based in Asia. We in existence, or we're going to be in existence by end of November. We'll be 10 years in existence. All right. In terms of the work that we've done, we got together as a group of friends, sitting together and asked ourselves, what is it that we can do to make a difference in our community? All right. And we found that there was a gap in the market that, it's not the right terminology, we're not in business, but there was a gap in the market in terms of all the social work that all the different organizations, alhamdulillah, that are doing all over, especially in Indonesia. We are blessed with so many organizations that do lots of good work. But nobody has really looked into or really concentrated on medical equipment. And that's when we decided, okay, let's try and see how far we go with this. And initially, what I said is that when we sat down together, we thought to ourselves, what is medical equipment? It is walkers and wheelchairs and basically people. But as time went on, alhamdulillah, the demand has gone to a different level and different items that we got to try to facilitate.
And I get it. I mean, the key part of the providing of the medical equipment is providing those who need it, but also being able to get those who are able to support it, because obviously these things cost money. So you need funders to be able to go, funders or donors to be able to donate the equipment, and then there's a constant need for those who need it, right? How do you match them up?
So alhamdulillah, Almighty has been merciful to us in the 10 years that we've been in existence. Like I explained to you, we've never ever reached out to publicly to look for funds or donations or whatever. With the people that we've assisted, we explain to them what we do and how we do. So basically, when we're giving you a product to use, whether it's a hospital bed or a wheelchair or a walker, our services are free. We tell you it's free for you to use it. It's given to you on a loan basis. When the need is over, you give it back to us so we can assist somebody else. If you want to donate in cash or kind, no problem. If you can afford it, no problem. If you can't afford it, no problem. So the community has been quite generous in terms of assisting us with funding, and whoever we've assisted, they pass the word around and people have been giving us money. So alhamdulillah, that has worked quite well. There's quite a few things we buy, and there's quite a few things that people donate to us, and we've been very fortunate with some of the hospitals and clinics that that donated the hospital beds to us. You know, we were fortunate not to win purchase any of these beds because this hospital beds, they range between 20 and 25,000 each.
Yeah. And therefore, I mean, on a typical day, how many people are you able to assist?
Oh, it's like a business, you know. Some days are good days, and some days are bad days, you know. So, alhamdulillah, we always tell people we are quite busy. Alhamdulillah, we are quite busy. But the unfortunate part is that a lot of people are sick, and that's a good thing of the world. So we are busy, but we're reaching out to the sick mostly all the time, you know. So I can give you some stats in the last 10 years what we have done in terms of the kind of wheelchairs we've given out. Because
all right, very quickly, if you can, let's say in a minute. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so in terms of hospital beds, in 10 years, we've given up close to 750 hospital beds out to people. We reached out to 750, 100 people. We've given out over 800 oxygen unit concentrators. We've given out over 1,000 wheelchairs. And all the others, if you put them together, it's over 1,000 other products. So we've reached out to about close to 4,000 people in the last 10 years without any advertising. Alhamdulillah.
Yeah. And what drives you and your colleagues to do what you do?
It's just a passion. I think it's passion and dedication. You know, when you see people that are in need, when you go to different types of people and you see their needs, whatever, you just want to reach out and see how we can help. And also, let me tell you, Brother Ashraf, we do also have a network of different organizations doing work in different areas as well. You know, so when people reach out to us via social media or WhatsApp or whatever, and they are in Durban or in Victoria or any other part of, well, not all parts of South Africa, but Northwest or anywhere else, we do have other organizations that do exactly the same work or the same principles that we operate under their own banner.
Yeah, very important. Well, I mean, we're talking to you because we think that what you and your team are doing with Fountain of Inspirations is the classic example that your actions are actions of, you know, you champion people and therefore you champion South Africa. And that's why we're talking to you. So I just wanted to acknowledge all of you for the great work that you do and keep it going, and maybe teach all of us to do the same thing in our own community. So shukran for that, Yunus.
Jazakallah, I appreciate it. Appreciate you giving us time as usual. Always, Salam Media always comes to the party to promote us and give us the time. So we really appreciate it.
Well, that's where we're going to leave it. Thanks for your time, Yunus Jasat, the Fountain of Inspirations. And they provide medical equipment predominantly in Asia, but not exclusively so. And as you said, I mean, there's, you know, hospital beds, wheelchairs, oxygen equipment, and basically all the type of things you need. And they do it for free. They do rely, however, therefore, on people being able to provide funding for that sort of thing and equipment. So if you are both sides, if you need, you can contact them. If, on the other hand, you want to assist, well, you can contact them as well. We're going to talk to a representative from Soweto, because Sheikh Ali Zange was apparently the first Muslim in Soweto. But the story is about the Soweto Dlamini Mosque. We're going to find out about how that all started many, many years ago after this.